What's up, guys?
Happy Monday, brothers.
Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Water, giving you your weekly dose of inspiration and entertainment.
Ew, God. Well, thanks for joining us here today.
Yes, hope you guys had a great weekend, and we have an amazing episode this week. It's so good. It's so funny.
Good.
We have a lot of good laughs.
Yeah, our friend Alex Norton joined us. He owns a
Marketing
PR and marketing company.
agency. Yeah.
It's called I Am Alex Norton. Basically just branded the fuck out of himself. It's great.
He's so great. He's so fabulous, and yeah, we just have a lot of good laughs, and he talks about his work and what he does in marketing and working with influencers and his journey and what he studied, and yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
Make sure you guys listen all the way through. We get some really he does ASMR at the end.
Oh my God.
It's great. Nugget makes a cameo. It's the ideal episode.
It's amazing. We got a little bit of whiskey and water. It's ideal. We got a good balance going on. All right, so we'll do some catch up.
So Olivia, we had to mention this
we have to mention this.
In last week's episode, we were talking about how we talked about Olivia's relationship and just how she can oftentimes get fucking pissed at Tyler for playing video games, and so she calls me the other day, and you can take it away.
Okay, so I came in and we got in an argument because he was playing the video. I don't care that he plays the video game. I just said I think you need to make some boundaries.
Yeah.
Pick some days where you're not playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just gets so triggered whenever I just say anything, because it's not just the video game. It's that when I'm trying to talk to him for that hour or two, whatever it is, he can't hear anything, and then he's an asshole because he's like, what? And he's like, I can't fucking hear you. So he's just an ass, whatever. So we got into it, and he ended up being I said last episode that he was very level-headed. He was not level-headed. He storms out of the room. I hear some ruckus, and I'm like, no, he's not gonna do that. And he comes back in. It's not gonna be a problem anymore. He smashed his PS4 on the ground.
What? And fucking threw it outside.
What did you drive this man to?
Nothing. And I was like, You didn't have to. He's like, but I did. We'll never fight about it ever again. I was like, okay,
By
you're
the way,
irrational.
Really quick, PD is making a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
On the intro. That's not Alex.
We have to just let people remind them that you're on the third mic now. I think we're going to make it a thing. I love it.
Yeah.
At least on the intros.
Yeah. Tyler said he loves it too.
It's nice having PD time.
I'm here to represent the bros.
The bros.
The brothers.
Not the
Yeah.
brothers. The brothers
The
is
bros.
everyone. The bros.
The bros.
So
yeah, that
I
was
like
that was that.
I was in tears when you called me. It was so fucking funny.
He is so ridiculous. I can't.
I think
And
that's,
won't be
he
a
just
problem.
committed. He committed to making sure that problem was not a problem any longer.
Low-key happy about it.
Get you a man like that. That'll smash his PS4.
No, but now he keeps saying, just let me know when you want to go half in on a new one. And I'm like, he's dropping it like that. I'm like, okay.
Good fucking joke.
In your dreams. Anyways, Jess, tell us about your little meditation
practice.
I'm looking for the word. What's a marathon? Meditation marathon.
I'm doing something called a cushion crawl right now, which is 11 straight days of meditation. And
In Miami. It's all local.
And it's at different locations, different times, different instructors.
So cool.
It's been amazing so far. I think I'm 5 or 6 days in.
So cool.
There was 2 that I missed, but I meditated on my own. But it's been great. I wasn't honestly a huge meditator. I've done guided meditations at home, with my head.
Meditator. Is that a word?
Yeah, meditator.
Questionable.
Zach goes,
That's yes, it is.
a meditator?
I'm not a huge
person who meditates.
Yeah, possibly. But let's not rule it out. It might
Let's
be
not
meditator.
digress.
I don't know. I'm not
I
a
digress.
fucking
I'm
dictionary.
right.
Continue.
You guys are wrong anyway. So it's been really great, and I've just, like I said, I wasn't a huge meditator, and it's been really nice kind of just diving into that practice and seeing what all the hype is about. But last night, and I waited to tell you this last night I went to the meditation. I'm sitting on my mat with my girlfriend Amanda, and I make eye contact with this lady across from me. There was at least 60 people there. It was crazy. It was huge, and it's my ex's mom.
What?
My ex that I lived with.
Oh. Yes.
And I
The one who bought you the tires, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, I lived with her and him, and we were really close. Like, we had a lot of fights, but, like, it was a really, like, love-based, you know? And she, like, took really good care of me. Like, it was at a really hard time in my life, and, like, she, like, when she saw that, like, my tires were low, like, she fucking replaced all my tires, and she was really great. And we always
you guys always maintained a good relationship after that, yeah?
We, like, stayed in contact, even though, like, I don't speak to him at all. She, like, always, like, sends me, like, funny, like, little, like, memes, but not like the old person type of memes. Yeah. Like, thinking, it's, like, Snoopy, and it's, like, thinking about you, like, you know? They're not memes, they're, like, just photos, you know? But whatever, she's always been really great. And I haven't seen her since we broke up, but we'd always just, like, stayed in contact. And, so we make eye contact from across the thing, and we both, like, run to each other, and we, like, just hugged in the middle, and, like, we, like, hugged for, like, 5 minutes, and she was like, I'm so proud of you. She was like, I miss you. She's like, you've become such a beautiful young woman. Like, there was so much love there.
That's so sweet.
It was so sweet, and it was funny because, like, I just got to, like, see her during the meditation. It was cool. So I was waiting to tell you that. So I thought it was interesting.
No, that is sweet. It's interesting how things come, like, full circle. And we recently did Vino to Vinyasa, which was last week, which is a great event hosted by our friend Lizzie, who we actually want to have on a show coming up soon. And it's great. It was just she gets together a bunch of just really inspiring women who are doing inspiring things, and we have, like, a panel, and then there's local vendors, and then we do a yoga class. So
and
that was great.
She had us speaking and
about whiskey and water.
Yeah, and it was so sweet. We had actually we had a couple listeners, like, come up to us afterwards.
Who say they listen every week. You guys know who you are.
And it's just a few girls that said, like, you know, whiskey and water has, like, impacted them and inspired them, and honestly, like, we really can't ask for more. Oh, there's a video. Olivia takes a video of me. I was like the minute she walked away, I was just, like, sobbing.
Yeah, because this girl comes up to us and is just like, she was, like, kind of soft spoken. Like, you can tell she was a little, like, nervous to even talk to us, which is crazy. And then she's like, I just want to let you guys know I listen every week, and I look forward to it every week, and, like, don't ever stop. And, like, listening to you guys has really helped me, like, open myself to opportunities, and since then, like, things have been falling in my lap and everything's falling into place, so I just want to say thank you. And we were, like, literally tearing up. Like,
means a lot, guys. You know, if you don't repost it, you know, it's like it takes someone in person to make us feel something.
Exactly, right? Because we don't realize who's listening and who's being impacted unless you tell us.
So tell us.
Exactly. So there's, like, a lot of you guys who listen every week, and we definitely want to know a little bit more about you guys and see what your takeaways are from every episode.
Yeah.
So that was so sweet. We were crying.
Yeah.
It means the world to us. Like, that's, like, what we're doing this for, pretty much.
Absolutely.
So don't be scared to reach out, guys.
The girls will definitely take a selfie with you if you tell them that in person.
100%.
Of course.
So if you're listening right now, take a screenshot, post it on your story, tag us, and enjoy this episode.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It's a roller coaster of fun and crackheadedness.
Oh my God.
I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good week.
Wah, 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 wah.
We'll, like, do our own intro.
And we are here with Alex Norton.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Founder of I Am Alex Norton.
Yes, bitch, you better work.
He is very active in the Miami scene. Mr. Miami over here, always fabulous.
Always inviting us to the coolest
best
and the bougiest.
Yes. And some things I need is filler. I'm just like, come, please come. You know? But
yeah, it's fine. We're just your backup.
No, you're not the filler. The events are the filler. You guys are like, I need them for these events. You better come.
Yeah, so we're always doing fun stuff in Miami and hanging out, and we're just gonna get a little bit of your story today.
Yes,
and
I'm ready to tell my story.
Yeah, and how
Thanks
you
for coming on.
Of course, I'm so excited to be here, you guys. I'm a big fan, long time
Good
listener, first time caller.
Anyways, back to our conversation.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, good talk, okay.
So if you want to tell us, like, a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, tell the people who you are and
Hi,
what you
everyone.
do.
I'm Alex Norton. I'm the founder of I Am Alex Norton. Oh, sorry, I gotta get in closer. I'm the founder of I Am Alex Norton. I'm a consultant. I normally work in the influencer marketing. Yeah, wealth, glamour.
Rich.
I work in influencer marketing, general marketing, events programming, a little bit of everything. I kind of like to, I always say, like, if you've got a check, I've got a talent, I'll do it all. So
I love that.
I
think
love that.
you're limiting yourself if you're just going to do one thing. So I, from the beginning, was like, you know what? I was a publicist for many years. We can go into that a little bit. And when I first started my business, people kind of pigeonholed me into just doing PR, and I did not want to do it at all. But I'm like, you know what? You're good at it. Take the check. Take the money.
Right.
Cash the check, honey.
Hell yeah.
While people over there, as Nene Leaks once said, as people over there running their mouths, I'm running to the bank to cash checks, okay?
Hell yeah,
so
brother.
I did that for a long time, but now I'm focusing more on the marketing, straight marketing side of it.
Cool.
So like, what's your where are you from, and like, what's your background in? Like, I know that you've worked for a few PR agencies here in Miami. So what kind of led up to where you are today?
Yeah, so I'm Alex Norton. I was born on May 17th, 1990. My social security number is none of your fucking business. But I was born in Stoneham, Massachusetts, a Boston boy.
Oh,
Born
okay.
and bred.
Didn't know that.
I lived there till I was 18. No, not 18. When did I move? I actually went, no, that's a lie. I'm lying. I'm already lying.
Rewind.
I'm already like, planned on doing it later.
Just edit that out. I lived there till I was 21.
Okay.
Because I went to school. I went to a small state school called Fitchburg State University.
Fitchburg.
I know.
Did you guys ever call it Bitchburg?
We called it Bitchburg. We called it, oh my God, what else did we call it? We called it, I don't know, I fucking hated it. I mean, I had really great friends there, and I loved them. I just did not love the school. It wasn't my vibe, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So when I graduated high school, I wasn't.
Does anyone in high school know what you want to do?
And it was way harder for me. Like high school, I struggled because you're like forced to do so many subjects. Like I wasn't good at math. I'm not good at science. Like I can barely.
You are preaching to the choir.
I can barely do like basic multiplication now.
Oh no,
I mean, don't
that's
tell
us.
anyone. I can do percentages because I know how to do a sale and shopping, but like end of list.
Because money, but
because money,
No.
and like I know how to bill people. So that you're like, thank you,
Literally,
you're welcome, pay your checks. Okay,
that's us.
Give me my bills.
Oh my God.
But no, I just wasn't really good at that. So I didn't really have a great GPA, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I applied to a bunch of places, and I went to a small state school for 2 years. And then I was like, you know what? I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to break out, and I wanted to do something drastic. My cousin lived in Florida at the time, working down here and getting her doctorate. And I started looking into the University of Miami. I came down for a visit. I fell in love.
Of course.
I applied.
As many people do when they come to Miami.
And I was like, I was going to apply to Syracuse and Pepperdine and like Pepperdine, whatever the fuck it's called. A bunch of these different places. And I got in early to UM, and I transferred here in 2011, and I have not looked back.
And that's where you graduated from?
I graduated, yeah. So I did a double
Nice.
major in PR and advertising.
Educated.
I know,
God.
smart.
We love an educated bitch.
I know. I was going to tell you my GPA, but I don't remember, and no one gives a shit. So
Yeah, no one cares.
It's fine.
If you're in high school now and listening,
Yeah.
your GPA doesn't matter after you graduate.
Facts. My
yeah.
GPA was trash.
Well, I mean, unless you're trying to like get a higher
Be a
education
doctor.
or whatever.
Yeah, like try to be
Let's
a
be
doctor.
realistic with ourselves, okay? You're not gonna be a fucking doctor. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
You're not going to be a doctor. You're going to be a podcast host like us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Aspire.
You're gonna be an influencer.
Yes.
When in doubt,
Honestly,
influence it out.
goals.
Content creator.
Exactly.
Okay, so you came here, you double majored at UM,
Oh my
and
God.
you graduated.
Now it sounds so pretentious. Double majored with a minor in marketing and also drinking on Thursday nights. Like, because that's really what it was. It was me like going to the pool and then getting drunk and then going to oceanography class and then like trying to not to fail that class.
It's amazing. I watch my friends go through college and like dealing with both, trying to juggle like literally drinking every night of the week and then also like studying for tests. I'm like, it's
Been
really
there, done
admirable.
that.
It really
Only
is.
succeeded at one. I'll let you guess which one.
Well, the name of the podcast doesn't
Maybe,
apply, so
maybe a reason.
Maybe.
it may be one of those things.
Maybe a reason
But
she's
no,
still trying to finish school.
Yeah.
Continue.
You know what? You better work, bitch. Okay. But no, UM was great, and I loved it, and I learned a lot there, and it kind of like set me up for the rest of my life. I had really great internships in New York, and then I came down here, and I thought I wanted to move to New York. I lived there for 4 months, and I have great friends and great connections there, but it just like wasn't my vibe. Like I still love going there and visiting, but Miami's kind of like home, 305.
Preaching.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I wish like the men here weren't trash. We can talk about that later, but
It
like,
happens.
Yes, we
it's,
can.
It's a limited dating pool over here. So if you're watching, I'm gonna break the fourth wall for a minute. I am available, and I will give my number out for money and for free. So.
My Venmo is.
My Cash App. Fans only. If you're looking.
Snapchat cash.
Yeah.
Private Snapchat.
Yeah, private Snapchat. I can do anything. We can be in groups.
God.
We can be in pods on Snapchat if you want.
Oh my God.
I think that's a thing, right?
I think. So
Not
you
sure.
minored in marketing. You majored in P.
No, I didn't mind. I was joking.
Oh.
I was just minoring, and it was like another thing to say besides drinking, so I
gotcha.
didn't sound like that much of a.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah. I mean,
so
people watching this are going to definitely think that I'm just like a nightmare. I'm very professional. I'm very normal.
he's like thinking about future clients watching.
If future clients don't like this right now, they're not going to like this whole episode. So just turn the fucking thing off right now.
Just
give us
exit
5
out.
stars on iTunes and whatever platforms you're on.
Yes,
And
Spotify.
then turn it off, okay?
Thank you.
Go to the next episode with some girl named, what's going to be your name? What's the next one?
Sally. Sally's so basic. What?
Ariane. He meant like a literal
Yeah, go to
name.
Ariane's episode
Yeah.
if you don't like me already.
That's a great one. Very
Yeah.
wholesome.
Yes, Ariana's a good one. So what did you get into after you did your internships in New York? You lived there for a little, realized it wasn't for you. Miami's your spot.
Yep, I finished school down here.
Mm-hmm.
I worked when I was in school for a skincare company, and I was doing more like the PR coordination, a little bit of design too. They make you take a lot of prerequisite design courses. So I ended up designing a lot of things for the skincare company. It was like the US distributor of a UK-based company. So I ended up working there, and then I was there for like a year. And then I realized that I wanted to go into an agency in Miami because I really didn't know much about the market here. I worked from home, so I really wanted to kind of go and work with people. I'm best with people.
Yeah.
Like I work
clearly.
I work from home now, and it's actually like the biggest struggle of my life because there are days when I could just be at home and work all day
And not talk to anyone.
And not talk to anyone. I mean, that's great because I'm one of those people, and no one believes me on this. I'm an extroverted introvert. Like I am the most extroverted person you'll ever meet in your entire life, but when it comes to it, like I need time to refuel and recharge like anyone. But
I feel that on a spiritual level.
there are days when I'm just like, I just want to be alone. I don't need to talk to you.
100%.
I'm like, get out. Like, don't look at me. No, what Christina Aguilera saying that dirty song? Not dirty, beautiful. She was like, don't look at me. That's me.
In the
Every day.
beginning.
Yeah, like nose ring, like
Yes,
like the
the dreads,
chunky,
the dirty
chunky,
dreads.
yeah, the chunky like blonde and black hair. That's me.
Yes. Don't look at me. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, there'll be days since we work from home, too. Like, if we don't go to a coffee shop, we could literally stay inside all day. Like, there are days where it's like 2 o'clock and I'm like, I haven't heard my own voice today yet. Like, I haven't spoken a single word to anyone.
See, I
Speaking a single.
See, I can't relate because I talk to myself all day long.
Like,
and people will
like
see me in the store
vocally?
like vocally, and I'll do it out like I don't care. Like,
Do you have a dog? If you have a dog, it's
I have
normal.
no dog.
Oh, okay.
I have no cat. I have
Well,
no
then,
I have
I
no
talk to
living
Megan all the
things in
time.
my apartment besides maybe bacteria growing on like some weird eggs I left in the fridge by accident. But no, don't. I'm very clean. Boys, I'm very clean.
Boys.
Look at my fridge. I'm a cook. Okay, a chef. People would say. But no, I talk to myself. Like I go to the grocery store. I'll be at Trader Joe's, and I'll just be sitting there, and I'll be like, should probably get those. And then I see the Scandinavian swimmers, those amazing gummies, and I'll be like, should I get 2 bags or 3? Alex, you don't really know. And I'm
then someone's
I'm like,
next to
how
you
fat
just
do you want to
like-
be this week? And I'm like, pretty fat. And then you just like, get them all. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But people will look at me in stores, and I'll be like, looking at it. Like,
All the
You have to
time.
put your
I don't need that,
put
Jen.
your AirPods in, and then
Oh,
people
I
will think
can't
you're
do
having a
AirPods.
conversation.
No, I can't do
Really?
AirPods. There's some like hierarchy with people with AirPods. It's just I can't do it. I
I
feel like
love
people
it.
judge me with the cords, but I have to wear them. They fall out. No.
Okay, we're gonna reel this back in. What the fuck were we talking about?
Who knows? I was starting in Miami.
Okay, yes, you did
So, yeah.
agencies. And
So I worked in an agency, then I worked in another agency. I and then I was in agencies for like 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And I loved my last agency a lot. I just didn't really want to work in an agency anymore.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see what I could do on my
You
own.
wanted to be a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, I wanted to be a CEO, honey. Work, okay? No, but I heard earlier that you can't be a CEO if you don't have a publicly traded
Oh my
company.
god, someone said that.
Interesting.
Someone
Is that
really bitchy over there is that I'm just playing. He's lovely.
At PD.
Yes.
Podcast daddy.
Podcast daddy. So you're a podcast daddy, but I'm looking for a real daddy. So like, let's
Submissions.
this is literally
Taking
part podcast,
applications.
part business, and also a
Part
full
dating profile.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, Tinder's not working for me. So
Does Tinder
Do
work for
you-
anyone?
no, trash.
Yeah. Are there
Poor.
any like how like what is it? Hinge is like the classy one for the straights. Is there
Define
like
classy.
well
Straights.
like or even like Raya. Like is there is
Raya
there
is-
anything like
Oh, I
comparable
wouldn't know.
for...
They don't accept me. Raya, you can go fuck yourself. I don't want you anyways.
I
No,
was on,
do,
I got
so
on
do.
Raya like
I so
really
do.
early. It's It's like pretentious. Like no one wants to message each other first because it's like
Who's the most, if you can say, who's the most famous person you've seen on Raya?
Ooh.
like pretty
Call him out.
pretty much anyone.
I know.
Call him out.
I mean,
Oh, no, you get kicked off if you call them out. Or no, if you screenshot it, right?
if you screenshot, and
wow.
I have. I was like fucked up one time, and I was like going through it, and I saw someone, and I was like, oh, that's hilarious that I matched with, and then they were like, do this 2 more times, and we're kicking your ass.
Oh my
off.
god.
You're
that's
like, gladly,
crazy.
I'll go back to Tinder.
Yeah, no,
No, there's
it's,
probably a
it's-
lot of bachelor
that.
people.
Yeah,
There
no,
probably are.
no, it's a lot of athletes.
So, yeah.
a
celebrity
lot of athletes.
Right. For those who don't know, Raya is a dating app for, I guess, people and
Like notable people,
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
people.
Creative.
I don't know.
Creative.
It's kind of like a little bit
It's
looksist. Is that a thing?
Well, no, I mean, there's like unattractive people, but you gotta have money.
It's just very rich. You can be ugly, but you have to be rich.
pick one.
That's like that thing when you
Yeah.
see like really, really old men with really attractive girls. They're like rich.
Rich.
Oh, 100%. Sugar
Well-
babies, especially in Miami. That's a
Yeah.
thing. Okay, anyways, we are going on so many tangents.
We're
I'm
having so
cool
much
with it.
fun.
What?
We're talking about my career
Agency.
instead of,
Olivia's the one that keeps us on track, and I'm just like running with
If I
everything.
let them go, we would be here all day.
all day, all night.
So you wanted to be a boss ass bitch and do your
Yes.
own thing.
Yes. So I actually quit my job and I went to a wedding that weekend. I came back. I left that Wednesday. I started my business the next day.
Let's go.
Yes.
Love that for you.
And I had a lot of great friends that supported me along the way. I have a really good friend that you both know, Lauren.
Lauren
Who
is
was-
my girl.
Shout out Lauren.
Shout out Lauren Malamed.
Love
Agency
you.
21, girl.
Is that her thing?
You can clip this as a media clip right here, girl. Agency 21, there you go.
Is that like her thing, or is she working for?
She works for Agency 21
Okay,
now,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
I love her. She's great.
no, she's amazing. You guys used to work together, too.
Yeah, I worked at a PR company here in Miami before, also branching off to do my own thing, and I worked with Lauren, and she was great.
Yeah, she's great. And she was really helpful when I was transitioning out. And we ended up starting to work together and worked together for like a year. And then she went back to the agency. So we kind of.
It's so nice that
off.
you guys like can keep a professional and like lovely
Yeah.
relationship without there being any hard feelings. Because I feel like that's tricky in situations where it's like,
It's a
you know,
good
you get
friend.
invested with someone
Yeah.
you work with, and then, you know, if you want to do your own thing, there's
Yeah, no,
sometimes can be hard
only
feelings.
happiness. And I think that that's different with our generation of people. Like,
Agreed.
I feel like in the older generation, like people are very territorial and kind of weird with each
They
other.
get threatened.
They get
and-
threatened,
Yeah.
and I think I guess the new generation of like publicists and those people are like more willing to collaborate, which I
Yeah,
really
much
like.
more collaborative.
Yeah.
I can
Because
say that.
I think it's like it's becoming more apparent that you're better as a team. Like
Yeah.
people are just better,
And there's enough work to go around.
And there's enough success to go around. It's just like I was on my way here thinking about like I love when podcasts share other podcasts that they love.
Of course.
And instead of being like, oh no, don't listen to any other podcast except for ours, like that would be
Exactly.
silly. Like
And I like
Yeah.
when like people on influencers on Instagram, like when they'll be like, oh, these are my favorite people to follow that are like me if you're
Yeah.
looking for
Right,
something like that. I
right.
really like
and
that.
it's not like a shout out for shout out type
Yeah.
of thing.
no,
You
exactly. It's like
No.
genuine. Like this person
yeah, like
inspires
LB
me.
like back. Like no one needs that. Okay?
Yeah.
First
But I
top-
really
top
like it if
comment.
like I think when you're an influencer and you're you know willing to expand your base and you know help other people, that's great. In any industry,
anything, yeah.
in anything that you do, it's all about collaboration. And as I said before, there's enough work to go around.
Yeah,
So like
we're stronger together.
yeah, don't be hateful.
Even I've been getting into real estate lately, and like everyone is just so willing to share all their
Yeah.
knowledge, and it's like so inspiring to see.
I would like to
Sorry, I
talk.
burped.
You're
I
fine.
kept it in that.
On the side.
Yeah.
So we've obviously worked with you on some influencer events, and I always like absolutely adore your emails. Like
oh my god,
they're
Oh,
incredible.
they're
so
the
like
best.
anytime he sends out these invites, guys, it's like
we should like read one off.
we honestly should.
just so
I could put to my
funny.
phone. I've got some wild ones. I actually did a book. Well, I don't want to say what the name of the book is, but years ago when I was working for the PR agency, I did so many invites, and I wasn't even doing influencer marketing. It was PR because it was all like lopped together then. And I made an entire book of all the pitches that I written, and then I took all of the quotes from all the media, like national media, whatever, being like, "This is the best." I bound the book, I laminated it, and it just like literally printouts of emails, like not official, and I called it Pitch Slapped. And then I had all the media on the back that was like praise for Alex Norton
Oh my
as
God.
a joke, and I have it in my apartment. I should have brought it today. You
That's
would have
amazing.
died. And my
I
emails
see
are
it.
way better now. Like I was trash back then. But now I'm like a
Oh my
professional.
God, it's a talent.
But it
Honestly,
really is.
I'll read them and I'm like, how do you
come up with this?
how do you
No
come
one
up
was
with
doing.
this?
No one was doing that years ago. Literally, I
no.
started
You're
doing that like
s- I
5 years
mean,
ago, adding memes
You're
and
still
GIFs
the first that.
and
Yeah.
that. And everyone in Miami does it now. And listen, again, there's enough to go around, but like.
I started
OG.
it.
OG, bitch.
OG. Okay, I've
Trendsetter.
never seen anyone give a pitch before, and no one other my other media contacts had ever seen that they had seen that.
Trendsetter.
People were like,
That's all
"You
we
need to be more
do."
serious in your emails." I'm
What?
like, "I don't need to be more
Absolutely,
serious.
that's not my brand.
You need to get more fun." Okay.
Yeah, and that's
That's
a
on
good.
you,
That's
not
a
me.
perfect segue into
Yeah.
just talking about like staying authentic to yourself and not dimming your shine for anyone.
Yeah, well, it's like there's a quote that I actually do like. It's not the quote that I'll give you at the end.
Okay, good.
But it's
Save it.
never let someone never blow out your own candle to help someone else's shine brighter.
Oof.
Yeah.
what-
Good
Never,
one.
never dim your light.
Never dim your own light to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
Good.
that's like important. It's like I can't change for you. This is who I am, and if you accept it, that's great. And if you want to work with me, that's amazing. But like, I'm just not gonna
Compromise,
change.
yeah.
And when some people, I've had a lot of with you're going to authenticity. I'm like gonna stutter right now. Going on authenticity, I've had a lot of people say to me since I've started my own business, "Oh, you shouldn't do this on Instagram story, or you shouldn't say this, or you shouldn't swear, or you shouldn't say these wild things." And you know, at the end of the day, I'm still getting business. People are still hiring me because I'm professional. I do the work and I get it done, and it's a great product that I produce.
Right.
So
It's not like you're just out there like putting out like some crazy shit and then not like getting any return. Like I've been to your events, like they're always
Yeah, he just
incredible.
worked with Levi.
like
Levi.
Yeah.
Levi's.
Levi's.
She goes,
I'm so scared. I'm so
Levis.
scared to say anything
it's
wrong.
like I love Levis jeans.
Yeah, but like you work. I mean, just name off a few like top brands that you've
I mean,
worked with in the past few years.
and present, I've worked with Levi's. We just did an Art Basel activation with them. I worked
Which
with
was
Men in
so
Hospitality, which is a big hospitality portfolio in Miami, Mondrian, Bodega. I mean, just like so many people. I do like a lot of one-offs.
yeah, like
and,
smaller like cafes as well.
Yeah, like I'd like to like diversify, but
Yeah.
mostly hospitality lifestyle.
What you said about kind of staying true to who you are and people being like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Was it always that way, or did you go when you were first starting and like realizing these things?
Did you just go balls to the
Did
fucking
you-
wall with your personality? Like,
Well,
You know
was
what?
there a point where when you kind of were conflicted with it, like, oh, maybe I should be a little
No,
more subtle?
never.
Okay, I love that.
Never.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I was a little dimmed. People have tried to suppress it, but they can't.
And that's when you realized you needed to
And then I was
do
like-
your own thing.
It wasn't even that. They were there. My last agency was great about it. But it's just a lot of people have said a lot of stupid shit to me, and I'm like, you know what? This is who I am.
Being
And
unapologetic.
Sorry, you're jealous. I'm just kidding. Sorry, you're a hater. No, it's just you know.
Haters harm my
At the end of the
motivation.
day, I'm gonna be who I am, and this is who I am, and it makes me happy every day. And if you don't like that, then that's your problem. And it's something in you that's reflective of you. It's not about me. So I don't take it personally.
Yeah.
I used to. I used to
Yeah.
be like, why don't you like me? No, I don't care anymore. You don't need to like me. Not everyone needs to. But you need
I
to
love
respect
that.
me, and you need to hire me.
Hire me, bitch.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's something people, struggle with is being their true self, and especially in business too,
Yeah.
especially as influencers even. It's like, really, how much of us do we want to be opening up to
Yeah.
people in our audience,
And I think that that's like important to some people because I feel like a lot of things are surface level on Instagram. So
Absolutely.
you only see like the pretty. There's that amazing thing that's like, oh, you think my life's amazing on Instagram. I guess the filters are working or something like that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I
Like,
haven't seen that.
it's like I have it screenshot on my phone somewhere. I'll show it to you guys after. But it's I just don't care on Instagram. Like it's just who I am. Like
I live for your stories. I
It's-
was watching them at
I
like
just-
midnight last night.
I'm
just
not
laughing
doing it.
my
I'm
ass
not
off.
doing it
What
from.
was it about?
He was.
Oh, I'm complaining in a car. I'm in
He's
the
in the
container
car, like,
store parking lot.
screaming.
I drove all the way to Dayland for no reason yesterday
I
because
love
I was
Dayland.
like, I want to change of scenery, and then I found myself at a Panera Bread, like of all the places that like half the shit I can't even eat because I'm lactose intolerant. I'm like, help, I'm poor, and like ate there, and then went to the container store because I thought that I needed a bunch of stuff. And,
At the Container Store.
yeah, well, I found out that organization is not only a hobby, but also an art form, much like calligraphy. Beautiful. I walked in there, I was like, look at these artists. I was like, Matisse,
feel that.
Van Gogh.
No,
It was honestly,
Inspiring.
it was inspiring. So I got in the car and I was like, Here we go, everyone. Hello. I felt inspired to complain. But not about the Container Store. It's like I get inspiration from like the randomest shit.
Yeah.
And it was the Container Store that really sparked it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
Marie
that.
Kondo sparked my joy. Oh, that might have been it. I like referred back because the organization Marie Kondo, it was word association, and I finally got to like joy, and then I was like, what makes me happy? And then I picked up my phone and started screaming at it.
And you were like, yes, this is it.
I was like, this is it.
And I love that you were like, you went on this like tangent and you were like, perfect. And now that I've got you all here listening to me fucking screaming, let me tell you about the party that I'm hosting.
Honey, it's all about like the sell, and you got it was an elaborate ruse. I always say like
gotta give them the entertainment.
You have to know what your audience is with anything, like with influencer marketing, with you, like you all know, like you're really good at knowing your audience and like what they like. And my audience likes to hear me complain about things in a funny way that's relatable to everyone. I'm not an influencer. I have probably like 3,300 followers, but I will tell you when I do rants, I can get up to 1,500 views on my stories all the way through.
Which is
From
impressive.
Like
people send them. I have a business account now because I'm rich.
Yeah. Wealth.
So I see what people send and I'm like, damn. So I was like, you know what? Create the elaborate ruse.
Keep it going.
Do this like random rant for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was saying yesterday.
Oh my God.
Honestly, have no idea. I basically blacked out.
I black out all the time.
I was like high on Panera food and I blacked out after the Container
You're
Store.
dealing with a lactose intolerance and you blacked out.
I was like, someone find me a bath. And I'm just kidding. That's disgusting. We didn't do that. No, that's fine. I didn't eat any cheese. We're good. And I took a Lactaid just in case for fun.
For fun.
It's funny that you said that because my mom will reply to all of my stories. And I'm like, Mom, like, I will sometimes, I'm very authentic and I'm myself, but sometimes I will play things up a little more just because
100%.
that's we're here to fucking entertain. People want to watch our lives. People want to know about situations we're going through.
You gotta ham it up a bit.
I'm like, oh my God, whatever it is, like for example, say I'm like,
she's like, I'm sick.
I'm like, I feel like I'm on my deathbed. My mom calls me and it's like, have you gone to the doctor? Are you making an appointment? Are you taking zinc? Are you taking emergency? And I'm like, Mom, I'm like, not even though.
You're like, I have a light drip and a smoke off.
But like
fine. But on
anything.
Instagram, you're like, I'm dying. Somebody help me.
Literally anything. And she's like so concerned.
You're like literally accepting condolences from people
You're like, cash at me
remember
for
me
soup.
fondly.
And I just have like a slight.
Cash
Donate
App
to my
me. See, we keep talking about Cash App. I need to get this. I don't know who she is, but I want her.
No, I don't do Cash App.
Yeah.
I'm a Venmo
I
girl.
have a Venmo.
Oh, yeah, I do Venmo too. It's just like,
I pay
Venmo
everyone
or
through
PayPal?
yeah.
I have PayPal too.
I get
PayPal's
paid
Except
for
PayPal's
if you don't do friends and family, they take a percentage, and I'm annoyed.
Everything's
it's-
friends and family.
It's so annoying.
well, you might have big
time.
enough checks where you're not getting
Yeah, I
those,
can't. Some of them I
yeah.
can't do it. Some of them I have to be.
We're speaking of which, we're in a beef with PayPal. We're in a mystery beef because a large sum of influencers aren't getting paid at the moment. We won't drop any names, but it's been a
brand
scandal.
that we both work with.
You would
for
love
months now.
this scandal.
So apparently,
I want to hear about it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
give me
will
the
honestly go
lowdown.
on the offensive with them. You tell me after, and I'll do an entire story, and I'll tag them all.
It hasn't been
It's a
public
thing.
yet. It hasn't been no
Can you
influence.
spell it out for me? Because I can't see. Just say it out loud. I don't
I'm gonna type
No,
it
we
out.
can't.
Type it out.
We can't.
I mean, I can say it. I'm not involved in an active lawsuit with them.
Don't say it, but this is it.
And
I don't know who they are, so that's
What?
fine.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
are they?
Yes.
Yes.
You know who they are.
for sure.
Hold on, let me look. I'm not going to show the camera. I'm really interested now.
But
Can't wait to sue
and
them for fun.
They
has-
owe me like over 10K.
What?
Yeah, they owe me a little, like 3 or 4. But the interesting
And
thing
they owe me a
is
lot of money too.
they
don't, but I'll take
have no influencers have put them on blast because apparently PayPal is holding the funds and apparently we should be getting them
Getting paid
this
yesterday.
month.
No.
How late are-
Yesterday was the day.
How late is it now, though?
because PayPal holds their funds for 90 days.
They're like 3 months late on my payment. Since I think the last time I got paid was
it is
September or October.
such a scandal in the influencer world right now,
How
and
many
no one's
people are
talking about
affected?
it.
Over 100.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. And
I'm
mostly
in a group
Miami
chat with
or-
them.
Yeah, we're in a group chat of like
No,
It's mostly
200,
Miami or it's
300
like
girls.
national?
It's like
All over.
It's like national, yeah.
That is bad.
That's what
Anyways,
happens. That's what happens when you're poor. And you can't pay your bills. Honey, don't
Well,
hire
it's funny
people.
that they're on a trip right now and they're like planning like a trip to
Yeah,
Bali.
yeah, they're still
with
doing
influencers.
things.
They just got a billboard.
Let me just tell you, whoever this is, we'll find out who you are. I do not want to work with you. If
No.
you don't
Just
pay your
putting that out
bills,
there.
I'll have my assistant send you 5,000 emails.
if you don't pay your influencers, what?
And I have a lawyer.
Girls
I'm
are
gonna put
literally
the number on Craigslist. if I don't
girls
get
are
paid.
in the group chat.
You're gonna fly to wherever they are and interrupt their trip.
No, girls are in the group chat literally like, I can't pay my rent this month,
I know,
which is
that's
like
awful.
also a bad.
It's also like influencers should not
They
be.
should. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Should we answer? It's
Wow,
Tyler.
Bethany, wow.
It's Tyler, no.
Decline. God, babe. Come on.
What were you
Rude.
saying though?
We were saying that.
Oh yeah, no, but like these influencers also shouldn't be relying
shouldn't have all their
solely
eggs
on
on
this.
one collaboration.
Well,
I mean,
one basket, honey. You can't have
well,
that.
one basket
mean-
as an Instagram, and then one basket as
Yeah,
in
you
like
gotta-
As in
one
one
brand.
You have to
you
have
know?
different pipelines, honey.
Yeah.
You gotta always
Yeah.
have something
Multiple-
coming down.
multiple
them.
sources of income.
Yeah,
always.
revenue streams, baby. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. So I guess my question's for you because I'm kind of curious about like
Yeah.
finding your clients, especially ones who maybe if they think you're controversial, like
Yeah.
finding clients who believe in your work and like your work ethic and your brand.
Yeah.
Have you
And
how have
also,
you gone
like,
about that?
I'm sure, like, even when you're in these, like, calls with them, they're like, oh, we love how you are, but, you know, we still want to keep it on brand. Like, how do you, like,
Right. I've
because
had
we've
some-
had those conversations
I've
even,
had,
so.
I've had people say, oh, well, just, like, I want you to write, but, like, not as much swearing. And I'm like, what do you think I'm going to do? Like, that's a different, but again,
Right.
it is an issue that I have to address because it's who I am, but it's also doesn't reflect to my work.
Right.
Like, if you want that, a lot of people have hired me to do that, like, create memes or do copy. I do copywriting too. I'm a writer. Because I was a publicist for many years, so like
Right.
I can write you something like a comedy script, but I can also write web copy that's very professional. So I've had people come like on the phone with me and
Get
been
you a
like,
girl who can do both.
yeah, get you. I can do everything, do it all. I'm a triple threat plus 2. I won't tell you what the other 2 threats are. They're severe though. Almost terrifying. But no, where were we talking? I got so distracted by the 2 terrifying thoughts because I was trying to think of them. I was like, what are the threats that I have?
I don't know. I feel like it's something in bed.
We were talking
but-
about, yeah, clients, most of the time, the way that I acquire clients is a lot of word of mouth through other clients.
Right.
I get a lot of referral business, which is great.
It's amazing.
And then I
That's-
do like a good amount of like research and reaching out. I do a lot on Instagram. It's great, like finding these brands, and just kind of like not cold calling, but like cold sliding into their DMs.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I guess
they
sliding into
maybe-
DMs is like a little more than it's like warm it,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
cold calling. It's like warm
Because
to
at least
hot
they get to,
calling.
like, see
Right.
your profile and, like, like, kind of get a feel
take
for who you
look at me
are.
now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Right.
There's
You're like,
just an
you need
empty-
help.
Yeah.
And
They're like,
I
you are
can-
not well,
Yeah.
bitch. So please get well soon. Thank you.
Well, we
But-
do the same thing with brands. I mean, if we see brands are paying influencers, we slide. Well, we email, but we don't do
Having
Yeah, I'll try
whole-ass
to email.
brand
I'll
outreach
I'll
email.
slide it in the DM for the email. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah,
right,
for
right.
sure.
We'll get that
If
connection.
they don't respond to my email, I'm DMing.
And then if I really
For
want
sure.
to like sound even more official, I'll use like an assistant email and be like, Alex Norton's
Is
available.
that
for a
where-
call.
We're
Did
about
I-
to be on that.
I got an email from
Oh,
your
you
assistant
did.
like
What,
yesterday.
do you want to know why though? I do not have an assistant. By the way, I literally was lying earlier. Clip. No, I'm literally lying.
is a pro
I don't have an
tip.
assistant email. I just was sending so many emails from my personal one because I do influencer marketing, so I'm sending so many.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to come from that one, so I made up an assistant. I actually put
I
my friend's
love
name
that.
in the
I
thing.
saw
I
that.
put Jordan's name at the bottom, and he was like, "You should keep it there." And
That's
it literally says like
hilarious.
assistant to
Honestly.
CEO Alex Norton. Well, not CEO.
It's like
founder.
it's like not assistant CEO. It's like assistant to the CEO.
Assistant to
like,
the CEO.
Like in the office.
Yeah.
Like assistant to the regional manager.
Honestly, that's a pro tip. You seem so much. That's like a power move.
That is a power move, and you know what the thing is? It's also good for like responding to like when you RSVP to things. Be like, "Yes, Alex Norton will attend with +1," because then you just sound like you're that bitch. But like,
right.
100%.
I mean, I literally just revealed my biggest secret, and by that I mean I just did it yesterday, so it's not really that big of a secret.
Oh,
And if you're
that's
listening, I have an
amazing.
assistant. By the time this airs, I'll have an assistant. Just
A
despite
real-
this,
a real
just
one.
despite this podcast. from
Honestly,
what I
by the time
said.
this airs, we're hoping to have an assistant. We're in the process of actually getting a real
Oh
assistant.
my god,
who
what
exists.
traits are you looking for in an assistant?
Everything.
That's a good question.
Someone who worked for $6
because
an
it's
hour.
like
Or free? They're called interns. Look it up.
no, we're
Honestly.
actually outsourcing a
Oh, are
virtual
you?
assistant.
Yeah, to the Philippines.
I'll send you the info. It's
my
actually
cousin
pretty
has a
lit.
virtual assistant. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
oh
works
my
with my
God.
cousin and my aunt. She's
We're
amazing.
so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like as far as like the traits that we were looking for was interesting because like I had to fill out this like what we're searching for and it's like great communicator but it's also like fucking duh like
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
god.
don't work if you're not a great communicator.
Speaking of which,
Or like be like someone that
has
works
to
in,
be
like, a whole-
proficient with technology. Like obviously you're a motherfucking virtual assistant, my
You're like
guy.
can type. Thank you.
thank you. Can use
Computer,
iPhone.
not typewriter. Like
Can use
specifies. I'm like,
I have a good story for something that's like being on brand, and I guess making sure that there's a good partnership. We've been looking for an assistant for a while, but not actively. Like here and there, we'll post on our stories. We had a call set up with a girl who was interested.
We'll call her Nora.
Nora. And I don't want to throw any shade. She's fine, no bad blood.
Oh, she said that she was a listener.
She said she was a listener.
That's the only reason that we're not
So we were like,
throwing
okay,
shade.
perfect. But maybe she's not. But anyways, we figured.
You tested her. You're like, let me
yes.
tell her some little things and see if she
Well, we
listens.
figured if she was a listener that she would understand like our vibe and how we are, and so whatever. We set up the call. I'm 30 minutes late to the call. I get it. Whatever. Not the most professional. I'm like, this is why we need an assistant, because I realize I'm driving in my car when I realize. So I reach out to her. Hey, so sorry. Like totally my bad. I own up to it. Do you have a time today that works for you? She's like, I just did all my morning errands.
And went back home.
Went back home to get the call. Unfortunately, I don't have a time that works for me. Best of luck to you guys. And I was like, ooh,
You're
okay.
Like, honestly, Nora.
And I was
honestly.
like, bitch. I was like butthurt about it. But then I was like, you know what? It's fine. Because you're not a good fit for us either.
No,
Like,
at the end of the
needs to
day,
be-
it needs to be like a little bit more flexible, and also like at the end of the
little
day,
more
like
flexible.
imagine if you did something, she worked for you, and she was just like you were really relying on her, and something like that happened where you didn't show up, and she just like lost it, and was like, I'm leaving. Like
if
thank
it
God that
was, like,
happened.
the
Thank God,
second
Nora, that
time-
you're such an idiot.
Right. If it was
Just
the second
kidding,
time or
Nora.
third time,
Very nice.
I would understand. But it was like the first time. And I talked to my mom about this. My mom was like, no, she's professional. Good for her. And I was like, I get it, which is fine.
But it's also
then
like
it's not a good fit
It's
for us.
also being accommodating. Like you can be professional and accommodating. Like,
At the same time.
It wasn't
And
the first time.
understand that
I've
shit
had people
happens.
literally try to get on the phone with them and they miss a call like 6 times, and I'll still be accommodating.
Right.
Because I was desperate at that point. Not anymore. I don't need your calls.
Don't fucking
Nora
call me
didn't
6
need
hours.
our
Scrubs.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
But like
not.
I'll try to be accommodating to a point.
Right.
But like the first
also,
time,
like, we're
especially when you're applying for a job.
We're
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
The other way around.
We're
It's not
trying
like
to
she's
give
the
you
CEO
our
and you're
money.
like, oh, you fucked her up.
Right.
Like, no.
Like, we were about to pay one of her bills, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, what, bitch? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nora.
So
We don't
yeah,
wanna fucking
that was
pay you
interesting.
anyway.
But what we got, the takeaway from that was we were just like, because we were kind of pissed. We are like, what the fuck? But then we were like, you know what? It's fine. Wasn't a good fit. That's
She's
all.
probably
Leave it at
watching
that.
this, and also Nora, I will say, much like the other thing that we talked about, I do not want to hire you either. So, because you would really, you would quit on the first day.
Right, and I think that's like we're just so used to being flexible and always rescheduling things, especially
Yeah.
with this podcast. Like we have to constantly just like make it work. We just gotta make it work when we can.
Yeah.
And we
Work with what we got.
And we drop the ball low-key all the time.
yeah.
So it's like, that's why
There's
we
only-
need the
That's like
fucking
human.
assistant.
Just being a human.
There's only so
People that are
many-
like rise and grind every day, and I'm like maximal. That's a lie. That's for Instagram. Like
That's
we
for
are all human. We all have our era. That's like my boss.
Our.
Era. I'm like saying it like I'm a boss. God, that trash accent needs to go back inside. I'm like, get back inside.
swallows.
Demon. But no, it's human error. Yeah, error. And
And we're like, this is why we need an assistant, girl. Like, we need help scheduling
Cut us some
calls.
slack, bitch.
like honestly, Nora, just like please come back. We miss you.
Come back.
After we just like shit talked to Nora. R.I.P.
What is next for you? What are some projects you're working on? What do you want to get into?
I want to get more into. I really like. I think I'm like fulfilled on the event side and the influencer marketing right now. So I'm not trying to take anything on more with that, but I really like copywriting and branding. So I'm really branching into that industry right now, kind of doing the more creative side of it.
Love
I like
that.
the events, and I do like event programming, and I'll tell you about this new event that I'm launching on Sunday, which you're both invited to.
I wanna know
You're
about
all
it.
invited to. We're gonna twirl. But no, I really want to get more into
Twirl
the
and twerk.
the branding side of it, and just do a little bit more creative and event conceptualization rather than just like
Yeah.
inviting people and doing I do like that. And
You want to
fun,
get
but
like
it's
deeper into the work.
yeah, and I do like I do more of the events now, not so much on a retainer basis, just more kind of one-off, which is great, and I love that because then I get like my little fix of it.
Right.
But it's not like every day. Like this week, I have like 4 events that I'm inviting people to, and
Fun.
it's a lot, but it keeps me busy.
Speaking of which, sorry, I haven't been to everything. I'm building a house.
yeah,
I feel so bad every time
I
because
shout
I'm
out
like,
for us.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need to, because I'm still living out of boxes
Well,
and
this
I'm
one
trying to
came-
not do that
This
anymore.
one came to yoga the other day that we hosted, and I literally walk up and I just see her and
Twerking?
She's in downward
Saw that
dog.
story.
She's downward dog, and she's got her head through her ass, and she's like doing the thing, and then she just starts twerking, and I was like, look at my ratchet ass friends, I love them. I was like, yes. So I put it on
I
Instagram,
saw that.
and every straight guy was like, who dat?
Oh
I was like,
my
none of your
God.
business. And by that I mean, if you're good,
It's
you can come
all
to the
of your
front.
business.
I only present the good ones to Jess. Only the good ones.
Speaking of which,
realness.
give us some tea on the dating scene in Miami. I'm curious to know from your perspective.
I'm not a dater. I'm like the rare anomaly in Miami. I mean, if you're watching this and you are like this, then literally please call me. I'm actually being serious.
For once.
I haven't had that much luck here.
Yeah.
What do you look for? Because, I mean, I feel like you're pretty, you're out there, you're loud, you're yourself, you're
Yeah, but
authentic. What's your good match?
I think it's funny because that is definitely part of my authentic self, but there's a whole different
Other
side of me.
side, right.
I mean, the Instagram thing is a part of my persona.
Right, right.
It's an elevated, like we talked about before. It's
Yeah.
an elevated part of it, and I think that people think that that's just me all the time. So when they meet
Right.
me, they're like, "Oh, you're actually like normal and calm and
Normal.
smart and
Yeah.
not an idiot." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Totally.
obviously, I'm just playing
Crazy.
one on TV." On IGTV, which I don't do. I don't even know
That's how I even think about our podcast, because I'm like, oh my God, like my fiance's family's going to watch this and be like, who is that? But it's just like a part of our personality, you
it's
know?
just a part of it. And
elevated.
It's an elevated part.
It's almost like a performance.
Yeah, I just want to make
No,
people, I just want to make people laugh. I also want attention.
I'm
I
like,
love
I don't know
attention.
what you guys are talking about. I'm a crackhead 24/7.
Love that for you, honestly.
Yeah, live your truth.
Honestly, live in your
Are we taking a water break?
Yeah, we're taking a water
Okay,
break.
ready? Here
this
we
is
go.
not sponsored by this. I'm going to cover the thing.
Yeah, fuck you.
Evian.
Yeah.
Not Evian.
I told everyone for years that I did not like Evian because I felt like it was like slimy French Alp water.
Ew.
Slimy.
Slimy. It kind of had like a texture. And then Cameron Diaz in an interview once said that she only washes her face with Evian water. And I was like, if Cameron Diaz can put it on her face, I can put it in my mouth. Which is also my dating. It's also my dating advice. If you can put it on your face, you can put it in your mouth. Edit that out. I mean, by that I mean leave that in because I'm trying to get a TV show right now.
Oh my God.
We would be good on
Ooh.
TV. Should we do it?
Honestly, my mom has the hookup. My mom's
I'm
trying to get me and
in.
Tyler like a
Can you give me water?
HGTV. Sure.
Oh my
An HGTV
God.
like fixer upper program.
You know, I'm
Low-key.
missing what's her face? You know, Chip and Joanna Gaines. The candle that's burning over there. Heart and Heart.
it's my everything.
They're literally my
We-
everything.
we
They're the most
actually-
beautiful children ever.
Have we
And their
talked about
family's
the?
amazing.
Have we talked about the pilot that we filmed?
Oh no,
I don't know
we
if we've ever
haven't.
mentioned
The Pilot Pete? Or no, not that one.
God,
No.
love
The Bachelor guy?
Pilot Pete. Are you watching?
No, I've never watched. I've had friends on the show
Fuck
too,
the
and I've
Pilot.
never
God
watched
damn
it.
it.
I watched Bachelor in Paradise, but then I went to Europe for 3 weeks because I'm
You
rich.
need to watch it so I can talk to you about it.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm like I'm being interviewed for one of those types of shows. I'm not gonna go into it right now.
No.
Yeah.
Rhymes with.
No. Don't say it.
Just mouth. Oh my God, that's like my.
I was
just started-
literally like, I can't say it. Like,
I
we're gonna
li-
have
I
to
did
cut
it.
that.
I didn't say it. That's
You-
not
you-
saying it.
You rhymed
Everyone
it.
knows what it is though.
But I did not say it.
But it's like you're
There's
gonna be
no
the one that's not-
legality there. Is that even a word?
We will bleep it.
Yeah, we'll bleep it.
Thank you.
That's like how I made the
was gonna give it
description.
I was gonna give it a hint because I was gonna do like absolutely, it's gonna be so fun. But it's like you're not actually getting on that
That one.
one.
That's like
But I
our
love that
Bianca's
show.
episode. We were talking about how she had like a scandal with who was it? What was the football player?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. And in the bio, I'm like,
Who hasn't? Right?
with an NFL player, rhymes with Bonnie Benzel or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to name drop, but anyways.
But I did.
So tell us
Low
about
key.
your projects.
Honestly, that
Back on the
was a
spot.
great but awkward transition. Loved every minute of it.
Sorry.
That's
Love that
our
for you.
aesthetic. Great but awkward.
Yeah, love that.
So we're gonna brand ourselves.
Honestly,
No,
put it
but
on your
Bio.
yeah. I was gonna say tombstone, but that's so fucked up.
great but awkward.
Your epitaph, is that what it's called? An epitaph?
Great,
I love your basketball. Great but awkward. Honestly,
Live your truth.
Live your truth, and also die in your truth. Apparently, that's so fucked up.
Be in the ground in your truth. Okay.
Honestly, live
Don't be
forever,
mad
though.
if I put it on your tombstone.
Yeah,
Given that you died.
I love that you're implying that you're gonna live longer than she is. She's probably gonna live longer than all of us combined.
Yeah,
She's gonna be like,
I'm
she only-
Asian.
she
I'm
only-
definitely outliving
yeah,
all of
that, and then
y'all.
you drink water all the time. You are
Yeah.
the water whisker water.
I am hydrated.
I don't know about him, but I know the two of us are, you know.
Get your drink on.
Yeah.
I got another 5 years.
What do they
It's
call
going
you?
strong.
Oh, a nice word they said in like the 50s. He's a lush. That's what we are.
Lush.
A lush.
Is that
it's
like,
a nice
a
word.
drunk?
Yeah, but like not really a drunk. It's like on the it's like you drink a lot, but you're not like, full alcoholic. You're a lush.
Put that on my tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Lush.
Great but
Jess
a lush.
Martin, great, but a lush.
Functioning alcoholic.
Functioning alcoholic, Pete, you said.
And then it
Okay.
says in parentheses, define functioning.
Exactly.
Because I have a lot of questions about functioning and the word.
Reel us back in.
Yeah, help us.
I've been doing all the reeling.
Fix it, Jesus.
Wait, I think we were talking about like the date. We were talking about like the dating.
Dating.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to dating.
Yes.
I am single. I am available. The dating scene here is trash.
What do you look for?
I look for.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
You know what?
about.
I took a lot of time this year to kind of figure out who I was because I was in a relationship last year and I don't think that I was ready for it. And
In what ways?
I just don't think that I wasn't ready for a relationship and I wanted to be in one really badly. And he was a great guy. It just didn't work out at the end. And I kind of took the year, didn't really date that much. I mean,
Kind of regrouped, refocused.
I mean, I had like a couple dates here and there.
Yeah.
But it's hard here. It is hard.
is.
I mean, you've got the apps, so people like aren't like doing FaceTime anymore. So like, where do I have to go? I have to go to Twist? Like, no, thank you. Like, we go there obviously, but like, it's not like I'm walking in there and I'm like, do you want
Trying
to
to find your
Do you want to
soulmate.
talk to me about literature and films?
Yeah, right.
Like, would you like to go to a cafe and listen to smooth jazz? Like, that's not happening, okay? Like, everyone's just in there, like, doing poppers or what, I don't know what everyone's doing
Yeah,
these
everyone's
days.
on fucking Molly.
Yeah,
just,
like they're all
trying to hump
we
on
call
the
that
dance floor.
we call it uppers, downers, and candy corns. Like they're all just like on one.
Yeah.
And
God.
it's just not my scene anymore. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 30. I know that sounds like it's young, but like I've lived life. Like I've been.
Yeah, you
I've
don't,
been,
like,
I've
need
been in
to
Miami
meet-
for 10 years. Like I've done it all.
You don't need to meet
fun.
someone in the club.
Yeah, I don't
like,
need to meet someone in the club, and I don't need to like party like anymore. Like I like going to bars and like having fun, but like I'm not like whooping it up at like the club till like
Yeah.
5 a.m. I did it recently,
Same.
but it was like for a special occasion. I
Yeah,
took some
exactly. That's what we
But-
talked about too.
it's just like changed and it's evolved for me. So like the dating scene is kind of harder, and like the main place I can get it is like Tinder or what's the other one? Bumble.
Bumble, yeah.
Bumble.
Yeah, Bumble's a good one.
And I try Grindr, but every time I go on it, I get like 800 dick pics, and I'm so scared. I'm like, this is not like I'm one of those.
Unsolicited dick pics are
Yeah,
not okay.
They're not okay.
I don't
It's a form of
understand.
sexual harassment, and
It
people need
is.
to learn.
I think one state just made it illegal. I don't know what.
yeah,
though.
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
too.
totally should be a
Fuck
thing.
'em.
And
And if they send you a dick pic, you should have like every right to fucking put it on the internet and, be like,
And tag
"Fuck
them.
you."
I mean, the thing is, they put their faces in it a lot, and I'm like,
So stupid.
Sir, what's good with you?
yeah, like what is?
So stupid. Like, do you not have a job?
Yeah, do you not have a job, a 401k,
I'm sending this
an
to your
HONE,
wife.
a home?
Fine. Jess has sent like, well, like
Screenshots
Yeah.
of like men sliding into my DMs, like
Not
saying,
with dick pics, but just sliding in the
saying
DMs.
nasty shit. Like I send the screenshots to
Send
the
it to
fucking,
by Felipe.
What is that?
Oh my god, you don't follow them? By Felipe. It's literally just all like guys sliding to girls' Tinders and like their messages, like really rude and offensive shit, being like,
Oh.
"Do you want to go on a date with me?" She's like, "Yeah." It doesn't respond for 3 days, and he'll be like, "You should die in hell, you
oh
evil
my god,
slut."
people are
That's like
crazy.
People are
that's like
crazy.
People are nuts.
That's
Men
like
go
the
from like
account that my
100,
friend runs.
1 to 100 real quick.
Real quick,
Like,
especially when
it's
they get offended.
Male fragility.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
No joke.
There's a difference between a gay man and a straight man, and it's called fragility. I mean, there are definitely some fragile gays out there. That
Yeah.
are men. I mean, they need help, girl.
Oh,
Fix yourself.
yeah.
Fix it, Jesus. But I think straight men, they have a special level of fragility that
Yeah.
it's just.
I agree 100%.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry
Okay,
about that.
offends
Not
every
all
straight
men, not all
man.
men. I don't want to like
Generalize,
generalize, but like
yeah.
there are like those men that you see on like By Felipe and follow them everyone because it's amazing because they just like it's the girls insulting back and like taking the power and
Oh,
I'm like
yes,
yes girl
love that for
you better
you.
work. But yeah no I can't. But going back to like the gay dating scene here, I have hope. I do.
He remains hopeful.
Alex Norton remains hopeful going into
That-
his early
that will
going
be
into his early 30s.
the
Like,
title of
But I'm
our
very-
episode.
I'm very
Alex
traditional,
Norton
and it's I'm very traditional here. A lot of people aren't like that. They like, fucking around, which is like
Yeah.
fine. I'm very traditional. I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be in a monogamous relationship.
Stop.
And I'm like very
You're
traditional
so
in that
cute.
sense. And I don't shit on anyone that, has a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's your vibe and your thing. And I'm not here to judge. It's just not what I want.
Right.
So I think it's kind of hard here because I don't think people move to Miami to like look for
Settle
that.
down, yeah,
And like
right.
settle down. You either like are from here, which is great, or
Right.
like you move here, like you have to find the ones that like just like got off
Just
the plane.
got here.
They got off the plane
Yeah,
from like
gotta
Iowa.
snatch 'em right up.
Yeah,
Yes,
snatch
from
'em
the Midwest.
corn-fed. I'm like, come over here, man. Like I'm ready for you.
Nice little country.
But like people from
country
here, like
boy.
people from Miami, but like people that move here from like New York, they're not like looking.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
like here because they wants to fuck. Like,
Yeah.
And that's not what I want at this point in my life. I'm like
Good
looking
for
for a
you.
relationship.
I'm hopeful for you as well.
I am too. I think I've got a lot to offer.
I think so too.
Those threats I talked about earlier too. 5 of them.
Okay,
5
so
threats.
speaking about gays and meeting them out in the wild,
Yes.
tell us about your new project.
So a new project, I partnered with a good friend of mine, Jordan Braun. Shout out Jordan.
Shout out Jordan.
At
Love
Jordan
you.
C. Braun on Instagram. He's an amazing photographer, one of my
He
very
is.
close friends. Him and I were approached by a bar that we go to all the time that are looking to expand their LGBTQ plus audience.
Love that.
And came to us and asked us to host a night. So we kind of went into development mode and creative, our process, and came up with this concept, Good Judy's. I had always said, and I know that we had both expressed, that we really wanted a place that was for our friends and our friends in the community and allies. We wanted a space that wasn't a circuit party, and no shame to like the circuit party.
What does that mean?
Like, just like everyone's, shirtless and dancing and
crazy,
like sweating.
It looks like a
I wanted
rave.
something a little bit more sophisticated that skewed a little bit older, that was like late 20s to into the 60s. Like I wanted like people of all ages to be there.
A little more refined.
A craft cocktail, a great experience, great music. And feel comfortable in the atmosphere, because I want a place that's like a lounge that I can go to that has great music that I can dance to, but also like have a good conversation outside.
Right.
So that the concept for Good Judy's, which is what it's called, came up. And if you don't know what a Good Judy is, girls, and you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you should know, and shame on you for not. But Good Judy's means like a great gay friend. But I wanted the name to sound, when a gay person hears that, they know exactly what it means. But I wanted it to be, because a lot of girls, straight guys, don't know what Good Judy's means, so it just sounds like a bar concept.
Right.
I wanted it to kind of be vague so that it was approachable to everyone.
Right.
Sure.
Smart of you.
And Good Judy's is obviously from Judy Garland, who is the friend of Dorothy, which is an old code word for the gays back in the day. Like, oh, he's a friend of Dorothy. There's a line in Clueless that I have on the bio on our Instagram, @GoodJudysMIA. I'm a really good plugger.
Love that.
That says he's a disco dancing, Oscar Wilde reading, what does it say? Streisand ticket holding friend of Dorothy, you know what I'm saying? And he's talking about, it's Dion's boyfriend when they're in the car talking about Christian, because she's like, oh, he's gay. And he's like, no. But that's where that whole kind of concept came from. And we're launching this Sunday, January 26th.
Ooh.
6 p.m. We're doing a Sunday Kiki.
Love that.
What's it? I've heard people using that word. Does that mean like a day?
A Kiki
jam?
is like a party with like your Good Judy's, if you will.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But we're welcoming everyone. It's not just.
It's smart of you.
It's
honestly.
like we said the gays and the girls that love them, but like I want my straight friends, I want my lesbian
Right.
friends, I want
Well,
everyone in
yeah.
the community
To feel comfortable,
all the allies,
welcomed.
everyone come through, have a great cocktail, a great conversation,
And
and meet
is
some
it,
new people. And that's like I kind of did it as like an elaborate, dating site.
Scheme.
It's kind of like
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
meet
I'm
my
gonna meet
husband.
my- yeah,
they
he's
don't
gonna
know,
be
but when they
popular.
get there, there's going to be like this ridiculously long table, and it's going to be speed dating. I'm just kidding. That
It's like
I don't
fun.
have the time or energy to like organize that.
But is it every Sunday, or is it gonna be like what?
So to
what's
start,
the
we're
schedule
gonna do it once a month to start, and my hopes for it, it's obviously at Mini Bar at Urbanica on the beach, which is like one of our
So cute.
favorites. So cute. We've been there before together, and you need to come this Sunday, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come.
I'm trying. I'm moving into the duplex this
Let's
Sunday.
pressure
Like
her, right?
literally,
Let's get a hard yes
my
right now.
life.
I would like a hard yes
Do you
and
see
nothing.
paint on? No, I
No, I
got
don't
it
see
all
anything
off,
on
but
you. You look gorgeous and
every
fabulous.
weekend I've been painting and
I know, I
hammering
see
away.
on Instagram. You look amazing. I really want that HGTV
We're literally
life
Chip
for
and
you.
Joanna,
I love
but
that.
like younger, because I'm Asian and he has like red hair and he's
I
white.
know, that's perfect.
I know.
Oh my God,
Tyler
your
has
babies are
red
gonna be
hair?
beautiful, by the way.
No, I read. I know. I'm so excited.
Because my
so
friend is
cute.
Irish and a ginger, and her husband's Japanese, and they have the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. He's so cute, and he's so.
Tyler's not ginger, but he's white. No, I mean he's
Yeah,
white.
so he's yeah.
He's
but,
white. He's
yeah.
might as well be ginger.
White and Asian babies are like the cutest babies of all time.
Me trying to add this up.
Like, wait, what?
Okay, deep dive, guys.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We ask these questions to every guest, every episode.
This is our second time, if you didn't know, because we talked about some weird problems that Jess may or may not have. Okay, continue.
Okay, what is your why, Alex Norton?
My why? What inspires me, or why do I do?
What
I was
is
very
your-
confused. We talked about this question last night.
What wakes you up in the morning and makes you want to seize the day ahead?
What wakes me up in the morning? I was having a hard time writing this because a lot of things wake me up in the morning. I mean, my alarm, namely. I have two on my phone and on my Alexa, and my Alexa's such a bitch. I'm Alex, but she's Alexa with an A. I'm just kidding. She does wake me up technically in the morning, but what I wake up for every day.
What is your passion?
Oh God, that's really hard.
That's your why, isn't it? What's your driving factor?
I mean, my driving factor is just to make myself better and make the people around me proud of me, because I think that's, I mean, it's like such a stereotypical and a typical answer, but like I would rather, the people around me be comfortable and have like the best time, and I guess my why is to wake up and, I mean, generally just to make people happy and make people laugh.
I love
Because
that.
I obviously don't just do that stupid shit on Instagram for myself. But,
I'm doing it for you.
I'm doing it all for the fans. But no, I'd like to make people happy. And I if I can put a smile on someone's face, that actually makes me like so much happier because like we all have like struggles and issues and, you know, if I can make someone else happy, because I've gone through it, we've all gone through it, but I've had some hard times in my life and, you know, it ebbs and flows, but making other people happy makes me happy. And, you know, my family, obviously, I love them. They're
And
really
life's
far away.
fun, and you gotta
It's fun.
you gotta
just
laugh
gotta
at it
live
sometimes.
You really just gotta live your life because it is fleeting.
Yeah, it truly is.
It is, and I think I've learned that in like the past year because I had a lot of anxiety last year, just starting the business and everything. So I've kind of like learned to just like relax and be in the moment and like not worrying about things
And
so much.
enjoy.
And enjoy it. Yeah.
Totally.
Yes. So that's the why. Now the how and when.
It's the por
Cool.
qué.
It's the cool whip of it all.
Wonderful. So our second question is, what's your favorite quote and why?
So my favorite quote is by one of my favorite directors, cult director John Waters. And it's from his RISD commencement speech. And he says, go out in the world and fuck it up beautifully.
Ooh.
And I love that.
That's
I might
great.
be paraphrasing, but I love him as a person. I just met him recently, and it was like life-fulfilled goals. I think that
Yay.
he's such a wise, just spirit. I just love him. But
What does it mean to you?
it means to me it's kind of like I guess the essence of who I am, because I think that we focus so much about what we shouldn't do and fear, and I kind of just want to go out in the world and just you can make mistakes and it's like it's human. So if you go out there and make mistakes and do that up, like at least you're like trying.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think like fucking it up beautifully, like your errors like make you beautiful. Your failures and your mistakes, like you can't just like have all wins all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I embrace everything, and I think that's what it is. It's like
Love
just
that.
fuck the world up beautifully. Just don't like fuck it up
Ugly.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up ugly. It's like those girls at
I
the
love
makeup
that.
counter when you come out, you just like eyebrows. You don't want to come out looking
Fuck
like
it
that
up
girl.
ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge theme of our podcast too. Is just encouraging people like to embrace your failures because they're not failures. You learn from everything, and it makes you who you are.
I have
Something
another quote too, actually. But you go. I don't know
Something that
what
we say all the time is that there's no losses, only lessons.
Yeah.
And I feel like I live every day by that because I mean at the end of the day it's all about your mindset, and
100%.
if you have the positive mindset, like you really can't fail.
Yeah.
Mindset is the most powerful thing in the entire world.
I also read something the
You
other
can
day.
choose to be happy. You really can. I mean,
Exactly.
You really can choose happiness. I mean, there's a part that there's a chemical imbalance in some people, and I understand that. And I'm all about pharmaceuticals if you need them. But
Absolutely.
choosing happiness is like the first step, and admitting that you want to be happy and
Yeah.
you're deserving of it.
And also, seeing things as opportunities instead of playing victim.
So one of the other quotes that I like is actually it's a Grant Cardone quote.
Okay.
I'm sure you know
Give it to
him.
me. Yes.
He says, and this is a really good one, it doesn't cost anything to be enthusiastic, and it'll cost you everything if you're not.
True. Just
and
having a
that's-
positive outlook
and
on
being
things.
enthusiastic about anything, it's like you just have to like really go balls to the wall and show
Yeah.
it. If you're just blah, 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 no one's going to want to work with you. No one's going to want
Right.
to talk to you.
Right.
So I'm just trying to be like chatty Kathy over
You just
here.
gotta sell yourself.
Chatty Kathleen.
What were you
I
gonna say
also
something?
I also saw something the other day that like really inspired me, and it was like
just don't spit out the water on the mic. That's
I
all
literally
ask.
stepped on myself and I go, oh. Full Jasmine Masters.
Hello?
Hello?
no, but I read something the other day, and it was like you can never lose if you never give up, and I was
True.
like, that's so true, because like you
Yeah.
literally like either you fucking die trying or you fucking win.
You're like,
can't-
what's the worst thing that can happen is you die.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Keep going.
I mean, or you like murder a bunch of people.
And
That's
then you
probably
have
worse.
great but awkward on your tombstone, so it's fine.
Rest in pieces. Or as I call it, Reese's Pieces.
Third,
That's not that funny. Cut that out. Honestly, you can't win them all. I'm just like swinging and a miss right there.
fuck it up beautifully,
My-
people.
You can't lose if you keep trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say a joke, but then I
You
realized
can't-
it hasn't read well in years because it's not a relevant reference. So we'll just drop it. It
We'll just drop that part.
would have been really
of it.
funny
That's
if you
good.
were like 2008, you know?
Yeah, not this audience.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least.
Oh no, we're over?
No, well,
God.
maybe.
Well, the last question.
Last question.
Oh God, okay.
What do
Hit
you
it.
think separates successful people from those who give up, fail, or never get started on their dreams?
I mean, it's obviously fear. What else could it be?
facts.
Facts. Facts are facts. Fear is the number one contributing factor to that.
Yeah.
Because if you're just too afraid, and I've had it too.
Yeah, we all do.
Sometimes, like, I want to do things, like, I want to start this and do that. I'm like, it's part of it's fear, and it's also just, like, it's self-doubt.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't know if I know how to do that. Well,
Right.
then go fucking learn it.
Right.
I've got a working index finger and a computer and has something called Google. So I can look it up. And if I can't look it up, sweetie, then I can go to a library, look that up too, because I know none of you have been there in years. Get your library cards out and
What's a
open an
library?
old book. Smells so good. Yum. Oh my God, that turns me on. This, like, the smell, like a nice, like,
Paper.
binding. Yeah. I love books.
Even the sound
Love-
of, like,
John Waters said if
Preaching,
you don't
we
have
love
books in your,
books.
if you go home with someone that don't have books in their house, don't fuck them.
Ooh, love that.
Facts.
Love
Wow.
that.
So let's go
I
full
think that's
circle
how
with John
I'm gonna
Waters.
live my life in 2020.
Yeah. Don't go home if someone doesn't have books, and I'm not just saying coffee table books, because everyone can have those.
Yeah,
no.
Like, you could have an interior
Real
decorator.
books.
I
Yeah.
want, like, a
Real
fucking book open on their,
literature.
like, nightstand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you go there and they're
Like, what
reading-
book are you currently working on?
But if they have, like, something very stereotypical, like On the Road, Jack Kerouac, or they have, like, Catcher in the Rye, which I definitely have in my collection.
Or You Are a Badass.
Yeah, or like Wash Your Face
Hey,
Girl.
I
That
can-
girl.
I
What's
can-
that
I
girl?
can
Rachel
appreciate
Hollis. She's like, Wash Your Face Girl. If that girl has it on her thing, just run away, girl. Girl.
I haven't read
If she has
that.
a lot of
Have you?
self-help books, she needs help because she has the books for a reason. So just maybe.
Okay.
maybe
Hey, at
don't
least
be-
they're trying to
So,
better themselves.
fear.
Okay, shut up.
Fear.
True.
Gotta believe in yourself, people.
Fear and self-doubt. Yeah. I think-
We've mentioned it before, but there's obviously fear creating this podcast and, like, putting so
Of
much of
course.
ourselves out there for the world's judgment.
You're killing it.
You gotta just say fuck the bullshit and go
Fuck
for it.
the bullshit. You gotta
Balls
do
to
it.
the wall.
Look at this whole setup you've got going on here. So official. Editor. I mean, everything. I'm so proud of you, girls.
Thank
You're really
you.
doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
I
I walked in today and I was in track pants and, like, shoes and this, like, leather ass drama jacket, and I was like, "It's me, Chris Jenner, your manager."
I opened the door. He's
Honestly.
like standing
The
there.
I'm
day-
standing there with, like, 18 coffees and a can of Pringles. I would like to show everyone. This is also a pro tip. I am sponsored by Pringles. Oh, here. I am sponsored by Pringles.
Right here.
And I always say I used to be an actor.
Oh my god, is he gonna ASMR this right now?
I used to be an actor, and I used to say that you should eat something, like, very greasy or oily before you go on the air. So I didn't want to eat, like, a French fry mostly because I couldn't find them downstairs. And the guy was like, "I don't know what those are." I'm like, "French fries? Okay."
Papa fritas.
No.
Oh, yes. For our ASMR lovers out there, he's really giving you
Hold on.
everything he's got.
ASMR.
We're gonna put this on a Patreon.
Wait.
Yeah, for
Gotta pay
extra
for it.
bonus.
For
Bonus content.
I keep calling it. What is it? ASMR?
ASMR.
ASMR and also duck fan.
Oh, wow.
Love that
I used
for
to
you.
do that.
Oh my god.
when I
When I
was
was-
12. But we love that for you.
No, I love when girls come in there. Like, "No, dog, you can't have any more."
Oh, here we go. This was a bad idea. All right. shall we?
Nugget heard the crunch. Nugget heard the crunch and he's like, out.
Bad idea. He was so good that whole episode.
I got so panicky that I just, like, literally shoved it in my mouth when it's.
Here we go.
Okay, here
I
we
should
go.
go wrap this up.
Okay, let's put these away. They've got enough screen time.
Anything else
Please send me
about
my check.
fear? No, that's it, guys. Just balls to the wall. Go for your dreams.
Balls to the wall. Live your
Don't
dreams.
listen to that inner
And
voice.
I used to say, and self-quote, and it's just live your dreams and make mistakes, because that's really all you can do.
That's all you can do.
Who cares
And
about the mistakes? Fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters. Haters make me famous.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Alex, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so much
joining
for having
us.
me. I know we went on little tangents, but I hope you guys got
okay.
some nuggets of wisdom. And if you didn't, I hope you just had a good time.
Yeah, and it's Monday
Yeah.
morning for whoever's listening to this on Monday.
Hey,
and
Monday.
Hope you guys
Go out
have
and make some fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
Live your dreams.
This week, I want to challenge our listeners to do one thing they're scared of.
Yeah, I
Love
like that. I'm going to do one thing I'm
that.
scared of.
Me
this
too.
week.
And if you're scared
And-
of leaving us a review, do it.
Yeah, exactly. Leave us a review. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, full video version available on YouTube. If you're listening, also, please share in your stories, guys. We preach this every week. We need your help. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week,
We love you
babies.
guys. Happy
Yes,
Monday.
happy Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.